Everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden.
Hi everybody.
Hey, so we're out in the front yard today and we are gonna plant Tigridia bulbs. And look at these guys.
Yeah, these are so beautiful.
So cool, aren't they pretty?
They're also known as Mexican Shellflower, and they just have these beautiful, delicate little, like, kind of tripetal looking flower with the center kind of looks like tiger. That's where it gets its Tigridia name.
Tigridia pavonia is the
beautiful?
species. Yep. So we found these at our local grocery store, and we were really excited to find them.
I know that was kind of random. We were talking about them. We'd been spotting them. They have them on High Country Gardens. That was the only place we'd seen that they sell them online. I'm sure there's other retailers as well, but yeah, we were just randomly at the store and we picked up 2 boxes of 8 bulbs. So we have 16 bulbs to plant.
Yep. So that's what we're doing today. And just to give you some quick cultural information, they love full sun. They like really well draining soil and lots of water, and they grow in zones 8 through 10.
Yeah, so unfortunately, if you're colder than zone 8, you're gonna wanna lift them after, if you wanna save them.
Yep.
So that's a different process. We're not gonna need to do that here in zone 8B where we live.
We're lucky.
So we're kind of excited that we can pick a spot, and we're gonna put them in different groupings that we're gonna show you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So let's show them where we're gonna plant them.
Totally.
Okay, you guys, here is where we're gonna put them. We've got this cool pathway we put in last summer, and we had some color in the spring. We had these beautiful tulips, 2 groupings right here. We probably showed them to you. We thought we have the spring blooming bulbs in here, the tulips, if they happen to come back next year. You know, it's always hopeful. But why don't we put a summer blooming bulb in, and then it would be like this rotation of color in here. So we've got a couple spots picked out. We thought we would take the 18 bulbs and kind of separate them out, or sorry, 16 bulbs, right, Sean?
Yeah, 16 bulb.
And separate them out into 3 different groups. So we thought right here, we're gonna kind of delicately mix them in with these tulips, right? We have a spot available right here. Actually, that'll be perfect. And then over here. Okay, guys, so we're gonna take a look at the bulbs. We looked at them about 2 months ago, and then we just haven't got them in the ground yet. Our soil has not been ready in our area. So we actually have quite a list of spring bulbs, planted bulbs to get in the ground, don't we, Sean?
Yeah, we do. You know, and
a lot.
what we're really concerned about is making sure that the soil temperature is warm enough right now to actually put the bulbs, to plant the bulbs into, and then help wake them up with that soil temperature. Because if it's not warm enough, the bulbs are just going to sit there. They're not going to start growing.
I know, and we're worried about that. If you caught our earlier video, we planted a bunch of dahlias, a few elephant ears, and some caladiums. We have them all in our greenhouse right now. So we're loving watching the sprouting that's taking place. They're really loving life in there. But we have a whole bunch of glads, a whole bunch of lily bulbs, these Tigridia bulbs. We're slowly kind of getting these worked into the mix as well. We'll get there.
Yeah. So hey, let's take a look.
Let's take a look. So here's a few of them. They're just little.
Yeah. Look at those
They're just little guys. So this one bulb can get to a height of about 1 foot to 18 inches tall. So that's going to be perfect right here in this area. These tulips probably got about the same height. So they'll probably be, you know, maybe about this tall. So we're really excited. It's a mix of yellow and pink and red and white, according to the box.
Look at those. Those are going to be gorgeous.
And where were these from, honey? These were
Garden State.
Garden State bulb.
Yeah.
So we've never grown bulbs from this company, so we're going to give them a try. So that's always fun. Let's see. I'll go ahead and get these out. These all look really good. There's nothing rotten or squishy. So that is good. Now, one thing, the bulb grower actually put it in, or packed the bulbs in all this kind of sawdusty kind of stuff. You don't have to save this. This is just meant to help the bulb kind of keep them protected when they're shipping. But some people might think you need to plant this in the ground, but you don't. We just dispose of it in the yard waste, compost, whatever you need to do. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here because it's kind of hard to see. So this should be everything right here.
Yeah. How are they looking, honey?
They look good. We've got some little tiny ones, like little bulblet kind of looking ones.
Oh yeah, they got some
Little teeny tiny that, I mean, you can see this bulb has a little buddy.
Yeah, look at that.
That happens, right?
Yeah, and we're not going to take those apart right now. We're going to leave them as is. We're not going to separate anything. We're just going to take them as they are and place them in the ground.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Now these little ones that we're finding, these might be bonus bulbs.
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know if they were originally in the 8 count, so we're going to find out here.
8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean,
Yep, couple bonus bulbs.
so, okay.
Good stuff.
All right, Sean, what do we need to do?
What do we need to do? Okay, first thing we need to do is we got our bulbs out here. We need to visually inspect them and make sure there's nothing that looks like really brown or black, or anything that has any like fungus growing on it. And then we need to see and kind of just touch them to make sure that they're solid. If they feel papery or empty, they're probably dead. So these are just real simple things to do if you're going to inspect your bulbs. So let's inspect them.
Okay.
So this one right here, yep, there's some body to that. It's thick, it's not giving way, it looks good. There's a little bit of, maybe slight discoloration there, but that's probably just from rubbing and handling and shipping. So we got a good one there. Let's pick up the next one. Yep, solid. It's not papery, it doesn't feel light at all. It's got some heft to it. Nothing visually really wrong with it. I'll set that over in the good pile. Again, just go through and just give them a once over, feel them, look at them, and yeah, if you see anything that's wrong with them or you don't really trust it, set them off to the side and think about it a little bit more. And, you know, chances are you might not want to plant it like this one. Okay, so we've got some really bad discoloration. Looks like there could be a little bit of rot going on. It feels really light too compared to these smaller ones that have some heft to them. And it's kind of papery. I can move this around a lot. I don't know if we really want to plant this or not. So we can take part of this off, set that bad stuff over the side, you know, get this stuff off of here. So now it's solid. I feel that solidness. So we'll set it off here to the side, kind of in a maybe pile. And again, just go through, take your time. Yep, looking good, looking good. Plus, it's fun just to handle what you're going to plant, because this is literally what's going in the ground, and it's fun to know that once you plant these and they really wake up, they are going to produce beautiful plants with gorgeous flowers. So guys, we've inspected our bulbs. We're good to go. We're still going to run with the idea of doing 3 different locations. One of them is going to be here. And the plan for this is to use our trowel. We're going to strategically go inside these tulips here, plant 1 or 2 inside, and then do the perimeter and get as close as we can, because these are almost done. And when the Tigridia come up, we'll cut these away, and so you won't even see them. So we're going to do that here. We're going to do that on the other side over here. So from that first location, then we're going to come over here and we're going to plant them in this location here, kind of off from these tulips. We feel like in this area, we don't need to place them the similar or the same ways we were going to do over there, like in the center and then around. We're going to offset it, put them in here. We're probably going to need to transplant this little primrose.
I've been wanting to do that anyway.
It's not getting enough. It's just not the right location.
No.
It could be too warm for it or something, but it's been here a couple of years. It's really small. We're going to move it. So from here, we're going to go on the opposite side of the path and put the third grouping of 5 over here, and we're going to put them right in this area right here. After we plant these, what we plan on doing is also widening this gap here between these azalea plants, and we're going to take this back and we're going to take that back to widen this area and make sure that the Tigridia get a lot more sun and a lot more airflow through here. So once they're planted and we get that done, the Tigridia will come up and they're going to be just gorgeous and be super healthy right here. So with all the planting, let's get to it. Let's get these guys in the ground. And we just remembered we've got 18 bulbs, so 18 viable bulbs when we inspected them. So now we're going to go 6, 6, and 6.
I like that.
So that way they'll be even numbered, and it should be great. So here we go. Now when we plant these, on the packaging, it calls for 2 to 3 inches deep down from the top soil levels. So we're going to go with that, and our spacing is going to be what it's going to be around here. They're probably going to be 2 to 3, maybe 3 to 4 inches away from each other, but that's perfectly fine. That's pretty much what the packaging calls for. So if you read something online and you read something about Tigridia or any other type of bulb, how to plant them, you know, deep spacing, all that, and then you get them in a package and it says something different, follow the package. Follow the package recommendations, because that's from the grower. That's who you want to follow. So, I mean, use your own judgment, but that's what we would recommend. So I'm going to take this. It's okay. So just to make sure, before we plant this bulb, let us do our measurement. You guys can't see it because there's a lot of leaves here. I'm going to go. Now we've got the soil level down here and we've got the mulch. We're going to go from the mulch top of the mulch here because that's the top of the actual soil before it actually, this whole area before it reaches the air, right? So this is the top surface, and that's what you want to measure from. So we're just about above, we're just above 3 inches in depth. So we're going to add a little bit more back to this hole, and then we're going to take our bulb. The tip is your top, and there's your bottom right there. Look for that tip on these and plant them down on the hole with the tip up, and you're good to go. Then just nicely bury it, and then throw, if you have mulch like we do, put the mulch back on top of it and bring it back up to the same level and grade as the surrounding mulch and soil. Good to go. That one's done. We got 5 more to go around the perimeter. So guys, since we're kind of going around, we are going around this perimeter, I'm going to dig all the holes to make sure we got our spacing right and it's going to look right, and then we'll plant them. And we forgot to put the bulb tone, which really helps start these bulbs off really well, and it's nice and healthy once they start coming up and waking up and growing. So we forgot to do that in the first bulb hole, so we're going to do that in the rest of these. And so, but we wanted to mention, this is great. This is from Espoma, bulb tone, great stuff to use, and so we recommend you use this when you're planting your bulbs. So, okay, so we got, let's go out here. I'm going to go 4 inches. We'll see where that places us in these holes. And you can see, I didn't describe this before, but what I'm doing is I'm moving the mulch out of the way, finding the soil level, and then I'm actually digging into the soil. So we have that, let's see, 3 inches. That's pretty good right there in a depth. So then let's go another 4 inches. So here's 3. This is 3 of these bulb holes right now. Yep, that one's good. We got the 3 inches. We're down to 3 inches there. That's a good depth. So that's the 3rd hole. Now, honey, do you want me to go equidistant and everything on the back, or do you want me to keep them more on this side, closer to here?
No, I think it'd look better if it kind of went around, and we've put the one in the center, so it'll just look like a nice grouping.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do.
I think we should go around.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Okay, guys, we're almost ready to plant in all of these holes, just getting them all.
Looks good.
Yep, getting the right distance, we think, so that'll be good. So, all right, so we got the holes ready to go, ready to plant. We're gonna put in our bulb tone for each hole, and it says to do a heaping teaspoon per hole. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our really accurate measure here, and
it'll work.
It'll work good. So there's a heaping teaspoon. Put that little extra in there. Each hole gets a little bit. Put it right down in there. That was a twofer. All right. And then one more to go there. Yeah, there we go. Oop. I went everywhere, but that's okay. All right. So put that over there. Now we just drop them in. And again, the tip goes up, oriented up right there in the hole. Just to each one of these. Okay. Looking good, you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited to see these.
So, I might have dug one too many holes here. So, but that's okay. We've got 6 holes and one in the center, so we dug too many holes, but that's okay.
That's all right.
I put the bad one, we're not so sure about. I put it right there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We'll see how it does.
If it comes up.
We'll give it a chance, right?
Yeah.
Every plant deserves a chance. So you saw how we did this grouping. We're going to repeat that for the next 2 groupings, and let's just get it done. Okay, you guys, we got them all planted. Thank you, Sean, for doing that.
Really excited for those to come up.
Yeah, they're going to be beautiful. They're going
Beautiful.
to love that new location right there. We can't wait to see them, and we'll show you updates as they pop up out of the ground.
Yeah, we can't wait to show you guys what they look like and what colors pop up, because it's always fun when you get a mixed color, you know, what you actually get.
So guys, if you have any questions about what we did here today on this video or comments you want to make, go ahead and leave them down below for us. We love hearing from you. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to our channel so you don't miss our upcoming garden care videos.
Hey you guys, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being here today. We hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, see you next time, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.